Hello students. Going with our lighting theme for this month, I found one that students tend to like, which is creating light beams. So what I did first was duplicate my background, and we're going to use a tool that we don't use quite as often, and that is the pen tool. And to be very honest, it's probably one of my least favorite tools because I don't know why. It just never works as well for me as I would like it to. But we need it to be able to draw our light beams essentially. So we're going to click a point down at the bottom, click a second point, and curve it around her body. I'm going to go straight up above that other one and curve the other direction by pulling in the opposite direction. It may take you a couple times, it did for me, to get comfortable pulling this. Essentially what we want to make this look like is almost like she has little lightsabers kind of circling around her in the end. So we now have our outline here. We need to go over and we need to make a new layer. Okay. With a new layer, we need to tell the brush a couple things. First thing, we need to tell which color. So I'm going to use that eyedropper tool again like I've done in other tutorials. I'm going to select this light blue color from her suit here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the brush tool. And we're not actually going to use the brush tool. We're just setting up the brush tool to tell it how we want the brush to be drawn over top of these pen lines. And so I'm going to go up. I think 54 is probably okay. I'm going to choose one of these kind of softer edge brushes here. Okay. Make sure that everything's, similar, normal opacity, 100% up here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the pen tool. I'm going to right click somewhere here at one of my points, and I'm going to tell it to use the stroke path. So essentially what I'm saying is please use the color that I've chosen and the brush size that I've chosen to go around the path that I've created with the pen. And I click on make sure that simulate pressure is selected and click OK. It's taking just a minute to render here. And now I have what kind of looks like magic lights around her. Alright. Going back and clicking on my pen tool here, I want to delete that path. So I click the delete button. But I may have to actually kind of click on each little box here to get each portion of it deleted. I apologize, those beeping noises are my email going off. At any rate here now, it doesn't really look like it's encircling her all that perfectly. So what I want to do next is simply go to my eraser tool and delete the parts where it seems like it should start in one spot and end in the other. So again, not quite, more of kind of like a special effects lighting technique more so than something that's realistic, okay? But something else I could have done was kind of drawn this, almost looks like she's finishing a spinning circle here, or I could have drawn with the pen to make it look like she's, still moving from a run behind her. But at any rate, I think it's still a nice effect. You must follow the steps in order as I found trying to learn it myself in order to get this effect done properly. Good luck!